Welcome, everybody, to a very special edition of The Heel Turn, episode number 30. We've been doing this for years, and this is only episode 30 of The Heel Turn. I feel like these numbers are off a little bit, but nonetheless, episode number 30 of The Heel Turn. I am Big Roth TV, back with the homies, Hot Tag JT and Don Josh, of course, who's wearing the loser shirt. The loser shirt for Don Josh.
I don't own any Bianca Belair merchandise. That's going to change after tonight.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna start with my extreme hot take. First, I want to say, man, we all picked Bianca, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy pick.
Easy pick, and man, what a fucking match, yo! That was. I was telling you all in the group chat that ranks up there in the upper echelon of women's matches. Period. In general, not even just women's championship matches, like women's matches in general. I kind of thought when the match started, and you could see the nerves and the crying and the emotions building, I was like, maybe this is too big of a moment for him, and something may not go as smoothly. But once the crying was over and the bell rang, it's fucking amazing match. Fucking amazing match.
The crying is not over. I'm still crying. I said it in the group chat. I said Bianca needs to stop crying because she's making me cry. Every time the camera zooms in on her, she's tearing up. You saw she made Sasha cry, or almost cry in the ring there too.
Yeah.
Every time they zoom in on her dad, I'm about to break down every single time. That man almost fell over again.
If he would have fell over the guardrail, oh my god, yeah, I would have lost it. Yo, here's my hot take. Extreme hot take. And it may not even be that extreme of a hot take. Sasha Banks, to me, has been in the matches that I say are my favorite women's title matches. She's in the match, but she wasn't the person that I was like hoping to win the match each time. But she's in the match every time. You all know who my favorite wrestler of all time is, right?
Female or male? Okay.
Nah, I was close.
Yeah.
This guy is in my favorite matches of all times. This guy, WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. You know who lost that match? This guy. This guy lost it. SummerSlam 92, Bret Hart, the British Bulldog. You know who lost that match? This guy. Sasha Banks is him.
Stop it. Stop it, man. No.
She is the excellence of execution.
No, man. No.
Female hitman.
No.
She is in some of the greatest women. Is she not in the greatest? Like two out of the top three, you know? Takeover. Maybe she's in all three of the top ones.
Yeah.
And she lost all of them. She's lost. We could probably do a 5 of the women's great. Like, man, that was an amazing match. Takeover, the rematch, the Iron Woman match, the first women's main event with or no, that wasn't the main event, but Charlotte, Becky, Sasha.
Yeah.
She lost. Like, and now tonight, which, man, this one to me, that goes top 3.
All right, so let me give this hot take. Was it really that good of a match?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I don't see it as that good of a match for you to be ranking it that high. It was a good match, but it wasn't that good of a match. I think it's the nerves of it being what it was. Like you say, your first 2 black women headlining, you're back in front of fans, and like I said, what have Bianca's story. I think that combines it, but I don't think that match was that good of a technical wrestling match for you to say that it ranks up that high. It was a good match. It was a good match, but it's not exceptional and excellent and all that.
My wife is off screen just making faces right now. She's not even a big wrestling fan like that. She's just like, she knows who's talking. She watches. She watches us.
I don't think it's better than Sasha Bailey first takeover match. I don't think it's better than that. That's the match that I hold to the standard. To me, that one, I don't think I've ever seen that might be one of the greater wrestling matches, regardless of gender. To me, that one, they hit it out the park on that one. But it could put up an argument for 2 or 3. Definitely top 5.
Like I said, it's good. It was good, excellent. I think
I gotta agree with old Hot Tag there. We just gotta wait and see. Right now, it feels like the greatest women's match I've ever seen right now. But that's because we have fans back. That's because for what it was, first time ever, 2 black women headline WrestleMania. I think.
Give me this. So far, and let's include Sasha, the WrestleMania 32 match. All right, even though that wasn't quite main event, it was kind of like a co-main event.
I can tell you it was the best match on the card.
Yeah, but let's include women's WrestleMania main events. Is that the best one?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
I mean, yeah, you have to. As a main event, yeah, because you only had 2 women main event matches at WrestleMania, so you can't
Becky
say
didn't
that.
main event last year.
No,
that's right. No. It was Brock, right?
But I'm going to say this: if it wasn't for the botched finish with Becky and Ronda, I don't think this one would have made it. Like honestly, that's the only thing that didn't make that match perfect was the botched finish for me at the triple threat.
To me, that is the best women's main event at Mania.
Charlotte and Becky and Ronda?
No, this one tonight.
Oh.
That was the best one. That was the best one.
You know what killed Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda was the length and how the length of the show, period. That's what killed it. We walked out. We didn't even watch the match. We were like, let's go. The match was still going on while we were walking to the car. It was just too long, that whole show. So that's what killed that for me anyway.
You know what killed that match? It was Kofi Mania.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm saying after Kofi won, I was like, all right, I'm people are walking around the arena. They're like, man, nobody wanted to watch anything else. So
I get what they're going for. We got to give the women their shine, but that was you put too much in the Kofi in that.
Remember everybody was talking shit about Brock wanted to go first just to get out of there. No, Brock was smart. He was like, all right, this I already know I can't follow this, so let me get behind and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so, let me take my L and leave.
Smartest man in the room right here, you know.
Yeah, I'm real hyped off of that, and Sasha to me is the new hitman. And she wears glasses like this when she comes to the ring.
So all her great matches are gonna be L's.
Yeah,
all her great matches.
She's gotta take it. She's gotta win. She gotta win. Look, Austin and Bret Hart. Who lost that match? Like, come on. No. Bret won that. Bret won that match.
I thought it went to a no contest.
Austin bled out.
Yeah.
Bret won. That's one W for Bret. One W. He's got a 1 W in the big matches.
Good for him. He really earned it over his 20 years.
Don't talk about Bret. He's the greatest, man. He's the best ever.
Yes.
Beyond that match, we were all surprised by how the night began with the Almighty retaining. Nobody saw that coming.
Man, I jumped out my seat for that one. Like I was already standing for Bianca. I knew that one was going to happen. But when Bobby he came up, and it looked like everything. It looked like he was going Drew's way the entire match.
Yeah.
And then just there at the end, the real master locked that bitch in.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say.
Why did they break up the Hurt Business if Bobby was just going to win at WrestleMania?
I don't know. maybe to not have like outside interference to make him look even more powerful.
I don't know, man. But you see how they try to do? Oh, Drew was distracted. I mean, Drew got distracted. I'm like, no, man, no.
No, that's just bad. That's his fault. How you gonna say somebody yelling out? So what? Anybody in the arena yells out your name one time? Distraction.
Hey,
shut up. I'm wrestling. Ladies, set that baby up. I can't concentrate. Hurt Lock.
And not only it was like they didn't even make reference of it was outside interference. We're gonna have to bar MVP from ringside or anything. No. Even after MVP pulled him out that time when he was about to do the Claymore, like MVP really wasn't really much interference in this match.
No, he was a non-factor, man. Because when he didn't even pull him out. Bobby was already rolling out the ring. Yeah. He just grabbed him.
Yep.
So
the distraction part, he didn't even get up on the apron for it. He just yelled. He just yelled, "Bobby, watch out!"
That's just being a good manager. That's being a good manager.
That's great work. Arn Anderson don't ever do that. He's supposed to be a coach.
Yeah, Arn Anderson be quiet as shit.
He be quiet as shit out there. Like, damn, I bet Cody should. He's probably roll out right now. He's probably watch out for this. He sure does.
Arn Anderson's the worst coach ever.
Who's all that training for?
Every coach that I've ever had was loud as shit. What are you doing? Stop. Don't do that. Arn Anderson be like,
you know, he be putting the pad over his mouth too, like somebody be stealing their call sign.
Yeah.
What sign they got?
There's no call sign.
Yo, figure 4. It's a hip toss. He up on him.
He tries to get his Belichick on for no reason. Why do we begin to roast this guy for no reason?
Y'all leave Arn alone, man. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
My bad.
But
Double A, legend.
That was godly.
That was unexpected. That was
a hell of a swerve. I feel like they watched us all predict that Drew was going to win and was like, we got their asses. Let's switch.
Yeah, let's get these 4 fuckers wrong. Let's make
these 4. You're welcome, Bobby. We did this for you.
Yeah. All right. So who's printing out the "You're Welcome, Bobby" shirts for next year?
Yeah, that's on the shirts next year.
That's what it is.
Gotcha.
Hopefully, he's still champion at that time.
It's gonna look real stupid when he loses that night. We got the "You're welcome."
What was the second match? It was the women's.
Look, I threw it out there. I said that was the bathroom break of the night so early. I don't know. It just didn't feel. I didn't like it. I didn't like any of it. It felt sloppy. Like
that match could have been on SmackDown with the Battle Royal, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and they could have had those winners face Nia and Shayna tonight or tomorrow, but it didn't. That should have been part of the card at all.
I went into that match defending it, and I said, "Nah, man, it's not. This is gonna be good. Like we're finally gonna get a closeout to." I was pulling for the Riot Squad. I felt like, man, maybe they're gonna get their time finally because they've been kind of jobbing to everybody else. But I was like, maybe the Riot Squad is gonna get their time, and they had a little run. They won 2 of the matches before they took the L. But I do agree, it was a little sloppy. It was a lot of sloppy. Even with Naomi and Carmella being 2 of the better ones in the matches, it was a little bit sloppy. And then Mandy busting her ass. That's just gonna now you have a Titus moment. That's gonna be seen over and over and over again. Right. Mandy coming out. It's already on Twitter. I've watched it like 10 times. There's gifs of it already. People are quick. The match was still happening, and there was gifts already. I was like, wow, you guys really get to work here. But yeah, that's probably that was probably the worst match of the night. Unfortunately, I went into it with higher hopes than that, and it didn't really live up to it. But after that, what was it? Seth and Cesaro?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kind of thought that match would be the one to steal the night. That was the show stealer of the night. But I don't know. I don't think it did. I think it was a great match.
Yeah, it was an awesome match.
Yeah,
but
it didn't steal the show.
It would have if the main event wasn't around.
I think Lashley and McIntyre was.
You only say that because Lashley won.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The part that I kind of saw coming, I was expecting it the whole time, was when Seth went for the curb stomp and Cesaro was going to counter it, because it felt like the Randy Orton moment.
Right.
So I was like, he's gonna go for it. It was still great.
Yeah.
It was still great to see the flip and the uppercut. But I was like, they're gonna do that spot, and that's how Cesaro's gonna win this match. Even though he spun the fuck out of that dude for like an hour, it felt like.
Does that spin ever get old?
No, he did it 23 times, and then he did the fucking helicopter one on his shoulder with no hands, which is impressive.
I think that one's way more impressive. I understand the strength the swing takes, but how you just gonna pose like this and spin a man on your back?
You got your arms out, swinging this dude.
Oh, I loved it. He was feeling himself.
It's great.
I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, that
just pushed Cesaro forward.
Yes.
To the moon.
Yes.
Does Roman retain, and then his next feud is with Cesaro? Is that how it goes?
Please God, Roman retain.
Nope.
Anybody but Edge.
But I'm saying Roman retains, and then he feuds with Cesaro. Is that how it goes?
You know what? You know what?
Takes it, and then they feud. First match.
You know
Cesaro?
what? With Cesaro? Nah, because then Daniel Bryan would retain, and that's going to put
I'd like it a little later on down the road, but I can already see that's going to be the first. Because if Daniel wins, the first thing Cesaro's going to say is, "Hey, remember when I beat you 3 weeks in a row?"
That storyline makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn, Daniel's about to win. Shit.
You know what I believe is going to happen? What I see happening is Big E's going to lose tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Apollo.
Yep.
And Cesaro's already a babyface now, right? So you got Cesaro versus Apollo. We're going to slowly push Cesaro up. We're not going to put him straight to the world title. Big E will probably get a rematch. He'll lose. Apollo goes on a little bit of a run. Cesaro builds up some momentum. And then Cesaro fights Apollo, takes the title off of him. And now you got Cesaro with some gold on his shoulder, on his waist. Yep. So that's my prediction.
I'd be cool with that if Big E goes up higher. If you take the time, now Big E's in the world title picture. You might not win it first try, but at least he's in there.
Who does he feud with? Daniel, Edge, Roman?
No, it has to be a heel though. If it's Big E, that means Bryan doesn't win tomorrow.
I'm not gonna be mad. Who wins tomorrow? I'm not gonna be mad at it. I mean, I know you guys don't want Edge to win, but
that segue into the next match, the New Day, the heel. Were they heels, man?
They did seem a little more cocky than
Xavier was talking mad shit.
They were funny heels.
Yeah. They turned back.
They were rascals. They were oh shucks, guys. You guys are you little bastards.
But they were also being smart. Like they were the Revival. Like that's how they fought that match. Like the strategy wise, you remember how the Revival cuts you off of they don't let you get to your partner for most of the match.
The Revival's real tag team wrestling. That's why. Yeah.
And the New Day was fought like that most of the match. AJ was getting his ass beat.
Like about it too. It was great.
Yeah, and then they finally messed up. It almost comes in and destroys everything.
There was nothing they could do against that man.
Kick him with a knee.
When he told Xavier he kicked like a bitch.
Dude, he ran and drop kicked him, and he just hit his lower ribs. He didn't even hit up here or anything. You did a running full jump drop kick, and you hit this man at the bottom of his ribs, and he just kind of swats it off like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Man, you messed up the shirt.
Did this make them faces? Are they going to try to do the whole face thing, or have us slowly start to like almost an AJ?
Shit, I already do like him.
Yeah, I was.
I think the crowd they wanted to see what Almost could do. And so they were kind of like on his side, like, cheering for him,
Yeah.
So is that what we're going to go with now, or
Nah.
you don't think so? Come Monday, it's back to heel tactics. AJ's talking shit, almost just standing there.
This is. I think we've said this. This is Shawn Michaels and Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is eventually AJ's gonna get a little too cocky, and almost is gonna powerbomb him. It's like we can see this happening. This is
then we have a new lowest drawing champion ever.
Don't do that, man. Because once him and AJ break up, I don't see almost getting pushed up the card. No time.
Unless his mic work and stuff is.
I would say if he somehow breaks out a personality in the next 2 months, we got some other than tall for no reason. I think we got something here.
He's tall than a bitch, man.
But no reason at all.
So that match was pretty good.
Yeah.
I kind of would want to see the New Day come back as a group, as a trio. Like I didn't see, like you were saying in the chat, hot tag. It felt good to have Big E introduced them, and all three would be together. So
all of them had belts at the time.
Yeah.
Again,
and then after the end of tomorrow, nobody's gonna have one.
Give them their moment together.
What was after that?
I think steel cage.
Yeah,
steel cage. That was what I expected to be the bathroom break. Before we got started, I said, "Here comes the shit break." That was the shit. Not even the go piss break. That was a shit break of the match. Before, like you go in there and get a newspaper and read while that match was taking place, but it actually wound up being good.
Mm-hmm.
Not like
that wound up being good, or just better than we thought it was going to be.
Fun. Okay. It was fun.
Yeah,
there you go.
It was that.
It was a fun match.
There you go.
Fun. I've never seen anybody rip the cage off like that.
That's hilarious. That's what was great.
That was great. Just ripped his ass back into the ring. Beautiful.
Yeah, granted, that spot made 0% sense because Shane
exactly. Yeah, I was like, just get out. Yeah, get out.
just fall. You're already out of the ring.
No. It wasn't high enough for him to fall. You need to didn't reach his height limit. You needed to go a little bit higher up before you can jump.
No, Shane need to stop that before he gets Apollo Creed, man. He don't want to die in the ring. Knock it off, man. Stop it. Just stop.
Yeah, please. Man.
All shaking, especially with that rain.
Yo, that's what had me nervous. I was like, they're going to really do this from up there when it was just raining? Like, who got up there and wiped the top of the cage down?
But wait, did they have the cage? I mean, so did they had to put the cage up, right? They didn't have it hanging up.
No, it was hanging. That cage was hanging. Yeah.
They lowered it down?
Yeah.
Oh.
At least because once I saw afterwards, the cage was up.
Oh.
Like when Bianca and Sasha when their match was about to start.
Oh, let's hold it up. They don't have anything to hold it up.
Yeah, they
had it on the wires. I mean, I don't know where it was. It must have just been behind like the big WrestleMania frame or something like that.
Yeah, it was up there.
Just small enough to fit behind there.
Okay.
Yeah.
They worked the angles perfectly too. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Notice you didn't see the areas of the crowd where nobody was at either.
Yeah. I mean, they were able to find only people cheering for Hulk Hogan, so they worked the angles perfect out there.
But you couldn't hide the sound of it though.
I was like, man, look at all six of them. Look at all six of them happy to be here. Loving it.
Yeah, it ain't no fake sounds in this when it's live fans. It ain't no fake cheers. That motherfucker got booed tonight by thousands. It was great. It was great. After that, it was what? Bad Bunny? Bad Bunny
and Miz.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
We could just say it right now. This isn't a hot take. That was the best celebrity match ever in wrestling.
Yes.
I put it above Floyd Mayweather instantly. I mean,
what about LT and Bam Bam?
You didn't even mean that.
Upper echelon.
I couldn't keep a straight face. Sorry. I broke character.
And I like that the effort in that because I was two big powerhouse dudes. You know,
Right.
I like the big powerhouse guys. That's why I like the Lashley and McIntyre match.
Bad Bunny did a good job, man. He did a good job. I was impressed.
He did. He's only
Mainly
been
with the
for like
Destroyer.
a couple months.
Yeah. Do you think he'll come back? You think, oh man, you are actually pretty good. Let's bring him back.
Why not, man? Like you said, he hit a Canadian Destroyer.
Clean too. It was a good one.
Why wouldn't they say Canadian Destroyer? Isn't that the name of the move?
I
Yeah,
thought so,
they called it the Bunny Destroyer.
Yeah, but I'm saying they were like, oh, we've seen that move. We've seen people outside this company do it. And I'm like, just call it a Canadian Destroyer.
What it is.
Yeah.
Well, they don't even call.
They were
like Seth Rollins when he does the Falcon Arrow. Do they even call it that anymore?
Mm-mm.
I don't.
I don't know.
If it's what is it? Indie? They don't want to. They don't want to mention it. Oh, it's not.
But I'm saying, but if that's the name of the move, if that's the name of the move, that's the name of the move. Nobody copyrighted.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna copyright Bunny Destroyer. It's on the shirts already.
Hell, they don't even call the what is it? The dive between the ropes. They don't call that a tope. Like AEW reminds us every week. I hate that move now. I used to love it before AEW. I hate it now.
Yeah.
It
used to be special. I was like, it's special, but now everybody does it. And the thing I hate,
it's just a
I hate this. They do this. And they like, don't come on, man. Why are you doing that? Just do it.
Leave the tope alone. Leave the tope alone.
I'm tired of the damn tope.
It's not special. Used to be the finisher. That used to be the special. Everybody does DDT, and they suck at it. You
haven't worked our job as long as the two of us have, Josh. So I'm not gonna say, if people don't know, I'm not gonna say what it is, what our job is. But JT, remember there was a time a few years ago where there's a certain uniform that we had to wear every damn day when that uniform was supposed to be special, right? You only wore that uniform for special occasions. Something good happened, or you got in trouble, and you got to wear that uniform.
Special occasions, exactly.
And then it came a time where, we're going to change the rules for us.
Every day.
You got to wear it every day. And that uniform now is not special. It's like, oh, man, I got to put this uniform on. Damn, I got to wear it every day. That is now the tope suicida. It is no longer special.
Exactly. Well, fine. From outside of that, I am blessed to say I never had to tope suicida to work.
You're lucky you didn't have to go through the tope days, man. But we already talked about the main event being the most amazing women's championship match in WrestleMania history, and one of the greatest women's matches ever. And Sasha Banks being the new Hitman.
You really brought us out of almost going to bed for this.
So the main reason was, what do you guys think of night one?
I think it was great. I don't think it was, looking at it on paper, though, I would say night two is going to be better. If you're just judging by the cards, I would say night two is probably the better looking card. However, they set a hell of a standard. Night two is going to have to live up to it.
Yep.
It was good. It was a good night. I think the matches weren't too long. They didn't draw it out.
Yep.
Having the fans, those little bit of fans in attendance, made a hell of a difference.
Yep.
If this would have been in the whatchamacallit, I don't even remember, the Thunderdome or whatever, dude, that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
So I think that having the fans there really did help. And like I say, we thought it was going to be bad, but it turned out they surprised us. They surprised me anyway. So
they did.
Right. Night one, I think night two will be better, like you guys said, based on the match cards. But night one surpassed all our expectations.
Right. But see, now that night one has done this, we're going to be expecting it from night two, and then night two is going to suck, dude.
Night two is going to be like,
and you fuckers are still going to blame Karrion Kross. I already know it.
That was Karrion Kross's fault. Just think, man. We're like, oh, man, NXT is going to be better than all the shows. And now we're like, man, night one was pretty good. Now night two is going to be like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got time. We hit our time limit for the night. I'll get y'all on Karrion Kross next time. Y'all some haters. Y'all some haters.
Karrion ruined WrestleMania week.
That's the shirt. That's the shirt we're getting right there.
That's the shirt. Karrion ruined WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. Make sure they know it's 37 because they'll be like, he wasn't even on that. Exactly. And he still did it.
Before we leave out, because we just hit our time. Before we leave out, I will say this real quick. WrestleMania 37, if based off of night one, doesn't get eliminated next year in the first round.
I agree.
That's fair.
Yep. So
okay, cool. WrestleMania 9 still gets eliminated.
Still going. yeah. That's gonna do it for episode 30, the special edition recap of night one, WrestleMania 37. Thank you all for watching. If you guys tuned in, maybe we'll do another one tomorrow night. We'll see. But if not,
I got work. We're gonna work the next day.
Peace.